Thank you for taking a few minutes to learn about one of our new features in our version 6.5, which is budgeting by dimension. Now, at Gravity, we've had dimensions for quite some time, and we use those dimensions to tag financial transactions with specific information that we can use in our reporting. So, for example, being able to tag a project or a program, tag maybe a doctor, or tag an investor to a transaction. And then using our advanced financial reporting, we have the ability to bring that out in reports, sorting and selecting those dimension values. So if we look just for a second here at what it looks like in entering data, here's a journal entry, and you'll see here the ability to have the dimensions as we define them. We even have rules as to when you can use a dimension. So for example, on this account, we're not allowing you to add a partner. It's locked because we have a rule that says we never add one to a cash account. But on a salaries account, we may optionally be able to add a dimension value to it. So now let's look at dimension values and how they work in budgeting. So first we would turn on in our entity configuration by company the ability to budget by dimension. And then when we go to our budgeting screen, as you can see here, we have now the dimensions turned on, and I can select one or more dimensions, again based on rules and how dimensions are applied, to be used in actually developing a budget. Now we have two ways of actually budgeting. One is in our grid view, which is very traditional in Gravity to be able to enter data. So I can go out and I can enter data in each cell, and I can select different projects and employees and so on based upon my parameters. But we also now have the ability to edit in a spreadsheet. So a spreadsheet type view works very well to be able to do formulas, for example, to be able to copy and paste up and down and across. So for example, if I said I want the February to be 1.25 of January, now I can do that here where I now identify the cell, I put in 1.25 and I hit enter. And now I've actually built a formula around here, as you can see, just like I would do in Excel, but I'm doing it in our grid matrix here. And I'm going to copy that across over here maybe for a few months. I can then also go out there and copy up and down. So the goal here is to be able to give you an easy to use palette to be able to develop your budget. Now, many people will say, yes, but I want to develop my budget in Excel and I want to be able to cut and paste back and forth. So in the spreadsheet grid, I'm going to hit Control C, and you can see there. Now I'm going to bring Excel over, and we'll paste into Excel. So we'll just clean this up a little bit to get a little bit nicer here, like that. And now that I have it in Excel, I can use all the power of Excel to be able to create and control using Excel-like formulas. So if I said I want to go and say I want this cell times 1.5, I can do that in Excel, copy it up and down and so on, just like I did in our other grid. But now, with Excel, we have many more capabilities and formulas and so on. So now I'm going to copy this here in Excel and hit Control C. And then I'm going to come back in here to and position in the first column here, and we'll hit Control V. And what we did is we just copied in all the numbers from Excel. So if we see the ones that we changed here, like 75,000, it is now 75,000 there. So I can either edit inside the grid for our budgeting, or I can edit in Excel and paste it in very nicely and easily. So again, thank you for taking a few minutes to look at Gravity's new budgeting by dimension capability.